Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here coming at you again with another video, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make these terrifying things behind me, the Invincible Armored Plant Species X. And this is how you do it. Pretty simple, just to show you that they do work. There they all right there. And notice how I can't shoot them at all because they're basically just invincible inside of that little structure over there. I'll go ahead and unclaim this guy so you can see that they do damage, and boop. And just like that, you can see that they will fire any normal distance, so they are not blocked at all. You can't shoot them from above. The only way to actually kill these things is to get inside the chamber with them or get close enough to it. So there's one right there. Notice how it takes damage when I'm inside of it. And we're going to go ahead and go out here, and you cannot do damage from here because of how the ceiling and everything works inside of the structure. You can't actually damage these from a distance because of how everything works. Now, if you were to get up close enough, you'd be able to damage them. But other than that, these things are basically armored and invincible. So I'm going to show you how to build it. Now, if you don't mind, smash that like button, leave a comment below for the algorithm. If you're enjoying anything about this, check out some of my other content, and make sure you subscribe. So anyways, it's a pretty simple process. Basically, all we're doing is using a kind of feature of Ark, if you want to think about it that way. So we're going to go ahead and take a single foundation. Now, this is the hardest part right here, taking a single foundation. Now, what you're going to do next is you're going to go ahead and get a wooden fence foundation, and you are going to simply snap this wooden fence foundation to this guy right here. See how we've got it nice and snapped right there. Now, we're going to create a snap point for this. You can't create a snap point without something there already, so you're going to take a pillar and snap it to the end of this. Now, notice how that creates a snap point right there. Now, that's what we're looking for. You no longer need the pillar, and you no longer need the wooden fence foundation. Basically, we have created a snap point that is the perfect height to block the lower half so you can't actually crouch and get inside of this little range right here. Now, all we've done is basically created a zone that we can place our plant species X. Now, this is a structure that works together, so you're basically going to have to create however big. You can make it just one big if you want, or you can do it as big as you want, and I'll show you how to make one and then kind of expand. Now, notice how we've got a nice little safety structure that you can still technically step up on. That is what we're looking for. Now, we're going to go ahead and place a wall and another wall. Now, the reason we do that is we have to have access to this, so I'm going to go ahead and place this crop plot right there. And this is how you would make just a single one of these things. We're going to go ahead and toss a couple of fertilizer in here. We're going to toss one of our high-speed plant species X seeds. And then what you can do after this, and this is the most dangerous part if you don't do it properly, is placing this ceiling. See how I can get inside of this, but I can't raise? That's the goal right there. So you've got a tiny little slit in this area where your plant species will be able to shoot out but cannot take damage on the way back in. Now you just have to get water to this bad boy, and I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. Pretty simple. The only thing is obviously it's inside of a structure, so it's not going to take any form of, let's just do it this way and route water to it. So you're going to have to bring water to it. That's about the most dangerous part of this, because people can destroy your pipes, and that would cause problems. But as soon as you have water inside of this thing, you are pretty set. So what I usually do is I'll bring something like that, get some pillars like this, and then once you have the pillars, you go ahead and put some taps on top of them. Come on. Snap. There it goes. Snap. Snap. All right, now we're going to go ahead and run our water using the rest of these pipes right here. Boop. Boop. And come on, give me the boop. Boop. All right, so notice how we have water to this entire section right here. This is going to start growing, and we're going to bring in another stegosaurus in order to actually destroy it. Now, basically what we've done is we've created a section, a little box, if you will, for this plant to be inside of, with a small area for it to shoot out of, like you can see right here. And because of the extended ceiling right here, the only way to actually do damage to this plant is to get up close to it and shoot it, which is very difficult to do if you combine this with a turret wall and stuff like that. Now, obviously, you're going to have to defend these turrets as well. I always make sure you leave them on high, because medium's going to make people get nice and close, and you don't want that. So let's go ahead and pull in a stego just to show you that it works. All right, so we have our stego right here. It's a nice high level, so this can tank just for an unlimited time. We're going to go ahead and unclaim this bad boy, and then you can see right now it's taking that damage. All right, so because I placed this one a little bit funny, what we ended up having to do was place it one further out, and then we're going to go ahead and put the wall up just so you can see. Now, see how we've got that nice little guided pathway? If you get these foundations and you place the X-plant just a little bit too close, like you see I did right here, they will not shoot. So the solution to this is to extend it one additional section. So I'm going to go ahead and demolish these, and I'll show you how to finish your little area right here. Okay, come on now. There we go. All right, so basically we've created just a single thing. It's kind of like a 3 foundation long structure. Just so you can see that it works, I'm going to go ahead and place some ceilings down right here. And you can see that I've got a nice little pathway for this thing to shoot the entire way out. Now it will continue to shoot this thing because it's just, you know, it's that awesome. The further you can extend the ceilings, the more safety your plants are going to have. In all reality, what you should do is see what I'm doing right here. Create even more space so it's difficult to shoot this, because if you get close to this thing, yes, I can technically hit it, but you want to make it as difficult as possible. See how that arrow drops? Putting it like this, you got like a nice even pathway for this thing to shoot out of, means that this plant species X is literally invincible. There's nothing you can do to damage it. So let's go ahead and continue this one, and I'll show you how to do a little bit more. Come on now, there we go. And we're just going to continue this thing. All right, we're going to continue to make the walls here. Come on. And then we're going to put down some ceilings. And what you realistically want to do is you want to place this thing so that you can actually have your entire wall above your plant species X, because these guys are literally just going to sit here and defend your base flawlessly, and that's what you want them to do. So take these guys, place a whole bunch of them inside of this, as many as you can fit. If you can stack them, that's fine. Get them nice and close to each other, like this. And that's what we're going for right here. So you can see how we've got them all right here. We're going to go ahead and place some of the fertilizer down in here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to place some plant species X in these things. Boop, 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 and boop. So notice how all these things are getting ready to grow. The best things that you can do is literally you can see how you can hide this on top of something. But we're going to go ahead and place these right here. And we don't have any foundational support right there, which is fine, but you can see what we're trying to do. So see how we've got this nice even pathway right here? That's what we're looking for. Now, what I would do if I was you to minimize the amount of angles and LOS things is don't have walls between each of these things. Try and have them nice and open so they can shoot as much area as possible. But if you're only looking to have one, obviously you can see how I did it right there. And then we're going to go ahead and make sure that these things are on high. And then we're going to go ahead and copy to all turrets in range. And notice how all of them are now shooting. This one might be a little bit too high because it's not actually accepting. But you can see we've got all of these guys shooting right here. Perfect. Invincible. Unbreakable. Undestroyable. Undeniable. Boop. And this thing is just going to get destroyed. Now, you're going to have your additional plants up there as well. You're going to, your additional defenses. So these are meant to be a bottom layer of your turret wall. This is how you make them invincible. Literally, they can shoot at anything without taking any damage in return because of how it works. The only way that someone could damage these would be to lay down right here with a rifle, a tech rifle, and start shooting. But even then, it's kind of difficult to acquire because you have to be within range. So you're going to have to be able to soak to get close enough to these, but that's just any turret wall. This is how you make them invincible. You can't throw rocks at them. You can't damage them from above. It'll go right on through them. This is the perfect way to make these things invincible. So hopefully this helps you out. Again, if you don't mind, smash that like button, leave a comment below, and hopefully you'll consider subscribing to the channel because hopefully this stuff is helping you out. Now, Teach out.